one matrix given an m times n binary matrix met return the distance of the nearest zero for each cell. The distance between two adjacent cells is 1. So in this example 1, on the visualized image we have 1 here. So we can choose any of these 4 cells that's around it, and it will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So the distance from any of these to this to the nearest is 1. So the zeros themselves they stay zeros because the distance to themselves is a 0 sum. So we have the same exact input as our output. So in this example too, we have a different case where the distance for this one is 1, so it says 1. This one, there's 1 here, and we have 1 also, number 1 here, and 1. But here the nearest 0 to this is we have to come. We can move here this way, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And 2 is the nearest 0 for this. That's why it changed to 2. So let's get into this. So the best way to solve this is with a BFS. We'll solve with a first search BFS. So now let's make our let's define our m and n will be equals to the length of mat and length of mat is inside distance will be equals to float r enough and then multiply it and for the for every cell in the range of m, and then let's make our q, initialize our q and call it dq. So now let's iterate to this and then add zeros inside. Traverse our matrix and add 0 to q and distance. So that will be done by for I in range of m, for j in range of n, if mat I j is equals to 0. Let's take a q, the append I and j, and then take make our distance I and j equals to 0. So now let's make our directions will be equals to directions equals to 1 0 negative 1 0 0 1 0 negative 1 while q let's make x let's call them x and y after we pop them. So q dot pop left. So once we do that, let's check for dr dy in directions. I'll call them, let's call them dc and dx and dy in directions, and x and y will be equals to dx x dy plus y. So now let's check if within bounds. Let's check if the new cell is within bounds of our new of our matrix. So if it's between, if it's greater than or equals to, if nx greater than or equals to 0 and less than m, which is our row, and also same case for the ny. So less than n. So if that's the case, let's check if the distance of nx, so the new distance ny is greater than this hold on, no, x, it's the previous one that we're coming from. So y, xy. So now, oops, forgot plus 1. We have to add 1 every time. Plus 1. So that means that if it's greater than it, this will be our new dist. So plus 1. So hold on. Nx and y will be equals to dist y plus 1, and then let's append it to our q. Append q dot nx dot ny, and now let's return dist. Let's see if we have everything. And it's been accepted. So our time and space complexities will be both will be the same. So time complexity is O of m times n for row and cell, for row and column. For row and column. Our space complexity is also O times n. So, for distance and q, and let's sum it to see if it's going to pass all cases, and it looks to pass all cases, and it's actually, and all cases have been passed. And that's it for this problem.